Have you ever thrown a rock into a lake? Did you notice what happened? The rock made a single splash and a lot of ripples in the shape of that circle. What happened to being kind? We don't hear many stories about being kind or unexpected generosity, but a small gesture can go a long way. It's called the ripple effect. After this video, you can start a ripple around you. A kindness ripple, or a justice ripple, or a helping ripple, or a peacemaking ripple, or a compassionate ripple, or a...
You're watching Timeless Talks, timeless subjects, information for life.
The ripple effect. No kind action ever stops itself. One kind action leads to another. Good examples are followed. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. The greatest work that kindness does to others is that it makes them kind themselves. That's not me. That was Amelia Earhart. You know, there was also a story about a farmer's cart. As he was going to the market, one day got into a ditch, and he kept struggling to lift it out, but was failing. But then a stranger stopped by to help, and together they did free the cart. The grateful farmer said, "Here, take some of the vegetables that I've got here." But the stranger just smiled and says, "I only gave what I'd hoped for if the roles were reversed." The next week, the farmer saw a child crying over a broken kite. He repaired it, recalling the stranger's words. The kindness rippled on, reminding us all that small acts of fairness and care can transform lives. Jesus said, "For whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets." If you're finding this video on the Golden Rule to be helpful to you, how about subscribe to our channel, and while you're doing it, click the bell where you'll get all the notifications so you won't miss another video. The Golden Rule. Why is it called golden? Well, maybe it's because it's very similar to the second of the greatest commands. The first greatest command, found in Matthew 22, is that of loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. But the second is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. This is to be done by you before it is done to you. We need to be proactive, paying it forward. We will naturally start doing positive things for people around us before others have the need. Isaiah wrote, "Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, plead the widow's cause." Micah said, "He has told you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God." Zechariah 8:16 says, "These are the things you shall do. Speak the truth to one another. Render in your gates judgments that are true, and make for peace." Let's make it very simple. You start the ripple. I'll say that again. You start the ripple. You see something that should be done? Well, don't hesitate. Do it. Start the ripple. Correct the oppressions that you see. Start the ripple. Do you know of a neglected child? Well, care for them. Start the ripple. Should you adopt a widow or a widower and just be a friend to them? Sure. Start the ripple. Feed folks before they ask for help. Start the ripple. Demand truth from everyone around you. Start the ripple. Try being a peacemaker to a troubled individual. Start the ripple. By the way, we have a really good video on peacemaking at timelesstalks.net. You'll see the link down in the description. Next time you have a chance to spread kindness, make a splash and start the ripple. We hope that you will watch the entire series on the Sermon on the Mount. This video is just one small little segment. You will find others over at timelesstalks.net. Look under the videos drop down. Do you have a Bible? Thanks to some generous donors in the Church of Christ, we would be glad to send you one free without any obligation. Just call the number on the screen or send a text with your name and mailing address. We will get it to you quickly, like we have been doing for others. We would love for you to visit timelesstalks.net and subscribe to the email newsletter and the SMS text messaging. So the next video is released, you will be the first